Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
Roll camera and action.
It's time for some trailer talk.
All right, so Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride, a movie Netflix said no to, and Netflix is known in the industry as Netflix. You're greenlit. Even
right.
Netflix said no. Warner Brothers said yes to this. And watching this trailer, I'm just like, this looks pretty fucking terrible. I can see why the test audiences hated it.
Did they?
That's why it got pushed back. It was supposed to come out in October, and it got pushed back to March so they can work on it.
Yeah. I mean, look, the visuals look great. It might be one of those situations where it's so bad, but there was so much heart put into it that it might at least be interesting. Sort of like Megalopolis.
This is supposedly a musical, dog.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Like the tagline, even the tagline, I was just like, seriously, y'all? Like, even I was laughing, and not in a good way.
Look, I mean, it looks so fucking ridiculous.
I heard Maggie
might actually enjoy it.
Like, I mean, shout out to Maggie Gyllenhaal. She has not only her husband, Peter Sarsgaard, in this, but her brother's also in this. I didn't even know Jake was in this. I knew Jesse. I knew about Jesse and Christian, obviously, and I knew Peter was in this, but I did not know Jake was also in this. I was like, okay, cool. Look, I've heard that Maggie Gyllenhaal is a huge bitch in real life.
I mean, she looks like she would be one. Like you see, sometimes you can look at a person and just tell that they're going to be an asshole, and she's got an asshole face.
Yeah. So that's look. We will see. This is $110 million, and you can see it. Like, you can see that money all on screen. Will it be good? See,
look, I'm not even like aiming for good. I just want interesting, right? It looks interesting enough to like I'll watch this experiment.
We will find out. We have a new. We're gonna pretty soon have a new
Warner's rep.
Right.
So
I'm sorry. I got to deal with some shit real quick while we talk. Look, we're gonna have a new Warner's rep soon, and hopefully by the time we deal with the new Warner's rep, our status will have been elevated a bit. I got nothing to say. Listen, I'm gonna keep everything I think right now to myself about this movie, about the situation at Warner's. Because it got to a point where we were going to put, like, one battle after another was going to be like the last Warner Brothers movie we were going to review for a minute. And then opening day of one battle, everybody got an email, and I was in 4 different group chats saying, like, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Right.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, okay, well, hopefully the new people treat us better. Or, oh, all right, let's see how this goes now. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
We will see. We will see.
Yeah, so Warner's, look, you're back. Your movies are back on our list. For now. For now. Let's see who we get next. Hopefully it's somebody like Ceci.
Right. I still want an apology for Superman.
I want an apology for a lot of shit. A lot of shit.
Yeah. So
for a lot of shit, bro. For a lot of shit.
So like, I actually kind of feel sorry for whoever's going to be our new rep, right? Because they're going to have to do a lot of damage control.
Yo,
all
listen,
right.
I remember I told you about what one of our homies said, where he went to her boss and it was like, hey, this screening's happening. I'm Rotten Tomatoes certified. I'm part of CCA. Why can't I go? And she's like, yeah, I don't understand that either. Pushed him through and immediately got a fucking real long text message that basically boiled down to, don't ever do that again.
Then do your fucking job. I wouldn't
Right?
have to do it. I wouldn't have to do this shit if you were doing your fucking job.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what my brother said. I showed my brother that email that remember the email you sent her and you tagged me
Right.
on? And
Yeah.
that response that we got back that did not address any of the
Right,
problems.
like anything, right? Like
I showed my brother that and he
Right.
looked at me and he just said, just do your fucking job. And he just walked away. I haven't
Yeah.
seen my brother that pissed in a minute, where he just said,
Right.
that's all he did was just, he looked at me angrily and just like, just do your fucking job. Jesus Christ.
like she totally sidestepped the issue.
Yeah.
Didn't address it at all.
No.
Like, right? And it's like, that's very political of you, but we're not stupid. You didn't answer the fucking question. You didn't answer the question. But anyway, The Bride.
Yeah. Look. It saddens me that one battle's not making that much money, but this shit here, I'm just like, well, I mean, for this one, I watched the trailer and I'm like, if it's a hit, cool. But if not, you did it to yourselves.
Right. And like, here's the thing. One, well, I mean, we'll get into it in the main review. But like, one battle's not making money is because they've been showing it to everybody and their mother for the last fucking month. They're motherfuckers who aren't even like someone I know who's not involved in this shit in any way, shape, or form in reviewing saw a VistaVision print the day after I had my screening. I was like, how the fuck did you get a VistaVision screening? And like,
That's Warner's problems, though. They screen their movies too often.
Right.
Everybody else, like if you look at Disney, a few weeks ago they had the junket for Tron. So the same day as the junket, they saw the movie. So it was in New York too. So
Right.
they saw the movie that morning, and later that day was the junket. And then everybody else, we're seeing it Monday. Like that's how it always goes for every studio. Like, hey, Universal, you're doing the junket, you're seeing the movie like a month out, and then like either week of release or the week before, everybody else sees the movie. So
Right.
it's two different tiers. You either do the junket or you go to the regular press screenings. Fucking WB's the one who does it in waves, where they'll be like, all right, only a handful of people get to see it. And then all the other critics get to see it. And then the people we don't care about, they get to see it last. And then it never works out for these screenings. And these screenings
Right.
for people who get to see it last, they're always empty because it's always the same fucking time as another screening.
Yeah.
Like Matt texted me the other day. He's like, damn, this screening's kind of empty. And you would think there'd be more people here. And I'm like, well, also Smashing Machine's going on because everybody was
Right.
at Smashing Machine Monday night.
It's fucking, it's like Warner Brothers, 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
They got to start doing what everybody else is doing, which is you do your junket screening and then you do your normal critic screening. And that's it.
Yeah, but like, yeah, the fact that it's everybody and their mother, like there were like in that email, that non-email that we got, there were like 5 screenings on that, for one battle.
So Roofman, people have seen it at the festival. There's a
Right.
junket screening this week. And then next week, we get to see it. We're not going to the same screening, but we're seeing it the same fucking day. Okay? You're going at night.
Right.
I'm going in the morning. And I'm going in the morning. It's going to have a Q&A. And then right after that, I finally will be able to see one battle in IMAX 70. You get to see the same movie the same day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's how it is. It's like, hey, week of release, critics get to see it because y'all, if you're not doing the junket, you see it week of release. That's how it always is. And now, like,
Right.
Warner Brothers, it's just like, oh, week of release, it's the people we don't fucking give a shit about. Everybody else has seen it and has their reviews out. That's why
Right.
when I got an email from the other one,
Yeah.
she's like, when are you going to run your review? I was just like, well, Jeff hasn't seen it yet. Whose fault is that?
Right.
Like, his
And, like,
screening's not till tonight.
Right. And you know we haven't seen it yet because you were on the response to the non-email.
I mean, you could have also like, yo, listen, they didn't want to switch you out, bro. They said they couldn't switch you out. So,
Right. Okay. All right. We'll see.
So let's get into our main review.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The Film Blurts feature film review.
Oh, fuck, Jeff, I forgot to talk in the main, in my What Have You Watched? I'll talk about it real quick here. Apollo 13 rules in IMAX. Like, I walked out of that movie and I was just like, damn, this is what studio blockbusters used to be like. This was a groundbreaking movie. Like, that was the first movie to use like CG, like Jurassic Park. I walked out of that and I was like, make studio films great again.
I mean, look, this is why I am a Ron Howard apologist. Right?
It's too little too late. It's 30 years. It got re-released for its 30th anniversary. Loud as fuck.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine. But like when Ron Howard was good, he was great. Right? I don't know. He needs something that's going to energize him. Like I think he's got one more banger in him.
I don't. All I'm gonna say is let's move on. But yeah, like Apollo 13 is a masterpiece. Anyways, did you watch the Charlie Sheen doc?
No.
Okay,
actually,
we'll kick that down because there's too much shit to talk about right now. I'm gonna get into Swiped, the Hulu movie. Pretty forgettable.
What was I haven't even
Yeah, there's a
heard of
movie. There's a movie called Swipe starring Lily James, and it's about the female, the female who co-created Tinder, and she was sexually harassed out of the company and gaslit out of the company, saying like they're not sexually harassing you and yada yada yada. Meanwhile, she's being harassed by there's a dude, Jackson White. I think that's his name, Jackson White or Jackson Rathbone. What's his name? Yeah, Jackson White. He plays a scumbag on the show Tell Me Lies that I talk about. You know that show.
Right.
I talk about it. Playing the same exact fucking character in this movie. I'm like, God damn. The dude who seduces women and then just turns into an all-and-out nightmare scumbag, sending them texts, showing up random places, being like, hey, bitch, remember you're mine. Or like, nobody's going to believe you.
Look, I'm glad he's working, but now he's typecast as the fucking psycho white boy.
Yeah. So that is the story about this woman who co-created Tinder. She got pushed out, never got credited, and she goes on to create Bumble.
Okay. I mean, it's forgettable, right? Like
it's fine. It is fine. Like I watched it and I was just like, cool. And I went about my day.
Yeah, like
It's
sometimes,
on Hulu.
Sometimes fine is okay.
I gave it on Letterboxd. This is how I rated it on Letterboxd. Letterboxd, you can give things 5 stars. I gave this 2.5.
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
Yep. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to say other than let's move on because I also want to talk about The Strangers Chapter 2.
Oh, that came out? Or was a screening?
That came out Friday.
Oh,
Nigga,
did it?
It was me and 4 other people in the theater.
Yeah, like I still haven't seen Chapter 1, man. I've actually never seen a Strangers movie.
Yo. Rennie Harlan did this whole trilogy. Somehow, some way, This is worse than the first one, yo.
Like the first Strangers or the
Somehow.
first chapter or chapter 1? Like, because
Like it's worse than chapter 1. Like, dog, this is not even a fucking movie. Like, it is not a movie at all.
I mean, what is it? Like it's supposed to be.
So the movie starts, the bitch
Right.
is attacked. It picks up exactly where the first one is in the hospital, where the bitch is being attacked by the strangers now in the hospital.
Right.
She
Okay.
flees the hospital, gets picked up by these group of young people who are clearly the killers. I was like, yeah, these people are clearly the killers. So her paranoia
Right.
is justified. She jumps out of the moving car and escapes into the woods. So now you watch her in the woods for like 30 minutes and she gets attacked by a boar for like 15 minutes. There's a wild boar in the woods for some reason. Yo.
This is a slasher movie, right? This is a
Yeah.
slasher movie.
This is the movie. Halloween Kills, I didn't hate like everybody else. To me, this was Halloween Kills. Like, this is what made me understand why people hate Halloween Kills. Yo. And then she gets taken, she gets knocked out and she gets taken to the house. And guess what? Well, the house is where all the killers live. They had plenty of chances to kill this bitch and they just don't. Like, they toy with her. I'm like, you guys could have killed her like 8 times. And the cops are so incompetent. Like, it's so stupid because one of the townspeople comes up to the cops and is like, I bet she did it. I guarantee you she did it. And they're just like, sure.
Oh, this this sounds bad. Doesn't seem like the descriptor I would use.
It's
right?
awful. It's awful.
Awful.
It's awful.
Okay.
This is definitely one of the worst movies I've seen in a fucking long time, bro. And I've seen some shit this year. I've seen some dog shit this year. This takes the cake. I was just like, what the fuck, y'all? Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I saw no commercials for this. I only knew The Strangers Chapter 2 was a thing because I randomly opened up Facebook for the first time in like a month.
Well, I saw the trailer before because I go to the movies a lot and I keep seeing the trailer being played. So that's why I knew it was coming out. But yeah, you're right. There's been like virtually no advertising on this motherfucker. This made $5 million this past weekend.
What was the what was the budget on that? What was the budget on this motherfucker?
Each part of this trilogy cost $8.5 million. So a total of $30 million for the whole trilogy. So 8.5.
Okay. So I mean maybe it'll break even when it hits no, it's a loser. It's a loser.
So this one ends and she manages to kill one of the strangers. And it ends with, because by the way, they have flashbacks to their childhood, like extended flashbacks to their childhood to see why exactly they are serial killers. And the reason you get, I'm like, yeah, this could be the origin for any serial killer in America. Sometimes people are just fucking psychopaths. It happens. I didn't need to know the backstory of these 3 random serial killers, but whatever. Yeah, it ends with the one dude cradling the girl because she died, and that was his lover. And he's just laying there cradling as our hero is watching nearby in the woods this dude cradle him.
So there's going to be a chapter 3, I'm assuming.
The third and final chapter, because you see that they give you the teaser halfway through these janky ass looks like a slideshow from PowerPoint, like a Microsoft PowerPoint and credits where they recap the movie we just saw. So halfway through these Microsoft PowerPoint credits, you get a teaser for chapter 3, and it looks like our heroine is gonna join the strangers and becoming a serial killer for some reason that has not been explained. Yeah, the teaser for 3 looks even worse than the movie I fucking saw. Yeah.
So maybe when all 3 chapters have come out, maybe we'll find out that this was some large experiment. right?
I feel bad for Madeline I can't say her last name, but she's the redhead woman in this movie, and she's the
Uh,
redhead woman from Riverdale. That's what she's known for, is Riverdale. And I feel bad because, like, you can tell she wants to be a movie star, and I'm like, yo, this is not with this, not with this. They barely had a premiere for the first part. Because apparently when Letterboxd showed up for the premiere of chapter 1, she's like, "Oh, Letterboxd, you're here. Great, because I requested the studio bring you guys here. I personally requested you guys here." And I was just like, Jesus Christ. And the second one, I don't even know if they had a premiere or not. She's an executive producer on these movies. Rennie Harlan, I don't think he's working again, my guy. Like, this nigga is
I mean,
not
he was
working again.
like, I was surprised after Cutthroat Island, right? That should have been a career killer.
I mean, dog, this seems like something you could have gave, like, it seems like a movie a 15-year-old would have made. Like, if this was a 15-year-old's first movie, I'd be like, "Oh, man, good job. Good job. Good job." This
Yeah,
is coming
everything was in
from
focus, right? Like the
Right.
camera. Yeah, yeah.
But it is so inept on every level that the fact this came from a major studio, from a dude who's made movies before,
Right.
is insane.
Like Rennie Harlan directed
No. The Long
one of
Kiss
my
Goodnight.
favorite. But yeah, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yo.
Like
This
in
shit
the 90s,
is terrible.
In the 90s, you couldn't fuck with Rennie Harlan.
Oh my god. Yeah, The Strangers Chapter 2. Let's see when I have no idea when I don't think Lionsgate even knows. So Chapter 3 is coming sometime next year.
Sure. We won't know about it until it comes out, though, right? The way their advertising budget works, it's like you'll just show up. It's like, oh shit, there's The Strangers Part 3, and it's playing right now.
I love how the first one, it's The Strangers dash Chapter 1, and for this
Right.
one, it is The Strangers Chapter 2.
That can't even get you can't even get your fucked up naming conventions right.
Why the different punctuation? I don't understand. Why the different punctuation?
I don't fucking, man, like, why does it have to be fucking chapters,
No.
right? Like, motherfucker, chapters are for books.
Yo, man. God damn. Wow. Yo, wow. That's all I can say is like, wow, bro.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right, let's move on. I'm gonna move on to Springsteen. Deliver Me From Nowhere.
I
Which
can't
from
wait
here
for
on
colon
out,
the movie. Like the movie, chapter 1, dash, colinator. Fucking.
Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, which from here on out will just be known as Deliver Me From Nowhere. Yo. Yeah, this movie, I will not be surprised that this will be nominated for a bunch of shit because you know how music biopics are, especially for legends. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I will say this about the movie. Shout out to the DP because it looks nice. It is a great looking movie.
Right.
But man, dude, like, it is just dull.
Yeah,
It's dull.
it's a music biopic, right? I can't remember of like one of these music biopics that was interesting, right? Like I'll give you serviceable. Some of them are some of them are, like it does the job, but none of them have been like, oh wow, that was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, because I retract my review for the Bob Marley movie because I rewatched that again recently. I'm like,
It's
oh
bad.
no, this shit sucks.
Yeah.
Just
It's
like
bad, like,
the Bob Dylan biopic, I wasn't a fan of. I'm not a fan of this. Look, I love how there's the flashbacks are in black and white, by the way. And I love
Okay,
how the
that's cool.
flashback happens where Stephen Graham drives his kids to a mansion and it's in the middle of this field on a hill. And he's just like, look at that. I wish we could have that, y'all. This is a beautiful house. Imagine if we lived there. They're like, yeah, Dad, I wish we could live there. And he gets so depressed because Bruce's dad is an alcoholic. He's a troubled alcoholic, and he was a little bit abusive. He's sitting there. He's like, all right, you kids go play. And he starts sitting in his car all depressed. And then it cuts to Springsteen recording Mansion on a Hill.
Okay. Like,
you get it? You get it?
yeah. It's so is that the entire movie? Like like because it's about Nebraska, right? The whole entire movie is about
I didn't know this until I watched the movie. Apparently, Born in the USA and Nebraska were recorded at the same time because Bruce was just writing all this shit and doing it all acoustic. So when it came time to do this in the studio, Born in the USA was recorded with the E Street Band and all that shit became bangers, but his heart and his mind was solely focused on the lo-fi acoustic songs of Nebraska.
Right.
So that's where the struggle is convincing everybody like, hey, this is amazing. And I will say this, it got me to listen to Nebraska all day yesterday. And I love that album. Like it really is a nice acoustic album. Also, I was surprised that they played Suicide's Frankie Teardrop in that. I was like, oh, they're playing this song, a song I've listened to once, because anybody who's listening to that song is either in a downward spiral, is a serial killer, or is on their way out, either willingly or unwillingly. Have you ever heard Frankie Teardrop?
I might have. Like,
that has some of the most guttural, visceral screams I've ever heard in a song, to the point where even I was just like, this is insanely disturbing. And he played, I was like, shout out to Scott Cooper, because he puts part of the screams in that scene of the movie. And I was looking around at the theater when the homie started screaming. I just see everybody go like this, like, oh God. And I love the scene because Paul Walter Hauser's in the movie and Springsteen's listening to it. And he walks in, he's like, Bruce, what are you listening to? He's like, it's a great song. It's Frankie Teardrop by Suicide, one of the best songs ever made. He's just like, okay, maybe not put this on repeat, man. It's a 13-minute song about a man named Frankie Teardrop who gets married, has a kid, works a low-paying blue-collar job, then loses his family, loses his house, and loses his job. And the song ends with him going to his job and killing everybody and then killing himself. The American dream. It's the American dream personified.
Feel good. It's a feel-good movie. It's a feel-good song.
Frankie Teardrop. I've always wanted to make a movie out of that song.
Do it.
It's a 13-minute song.
Fucking do it. Like, do a music video for Frankie Teardrop.
No, I want to do a movie out of Frankie Teardrop. Frankie Teardrop. That screams like that. It's just randomly, like he'll be singing, and then all you hear is
I'm gonna listen to that once we're done with this show. But
look, this is how this movie is. His love interest in this movie is named Faye. She is she's the sister of one of Bruce's childhood friends. She's always loved Bruce. He introduces her to her. She's a single mom, and Bruce ends up ghosting her. And I'm like, bro, grow up and just tell her, like, you're not the mental capacity to have a relationship right now. Like, the fuck? This is stupid. I Googled, because I was like, I never heard this woman. Googled her. Come to find out, she is a composite character of all the blue-collar people in Bruce's life at the time. And she's supposed to represent the blue-collar workers that Bruce loves singing about. And I was just like, all right.
Sure.
I was like, okay, all right.
Sure.
I was like, all right. That's this movie.
This whole entire movie is like, sure.
Like the best thing about this movie, the performances from top to bottom, all the performances. Jeremy Allen White sounds just like Bruce, is singing just like Bruce, moving just like Bruce. Like, it's amazing. The most interesting aspect of this movie and what the focal of this movie should have been is Jeremy Strong plays John Landau, which is Bruce's business manager.
Right.
It should have been about their friendship because, you know, a business manager is a blood-sucking leech.
Right.
And this guy cared about Bruce as a person. He'll be like, hey, Bruce, you got this Rolling Stone interview. Donna Summer wants to do this collab, and we got this. And then he'd look at Bruce and be like, you okay? You want to cancel this shit? You know, you don't have to do this shit. And Bruce is like, no, I'm good. I'm good. He's like, are you sure? He cared about him as a person. I was like, and every time it was just them having a friendship conversation and not a business conversation. I was like, this is where the movie soars. This is what the movie should have been, is the relationship between these two dudes. Also, I'm mad that the hole on the floor speech wasn't in the movie from the trailer.
Yeah, like they made a big deal of that, like online.
And he explained it. Scott Cooper explained it during the Q&A because there was a Q&A afterwards, and I was like, that is a weak ass explanation, bro.
It seems like a weak ass movie, man. Like
it was basically he let the actors freestyle. And that was from a freestyle because that was true. Bruce did have a hole in his floor, and the only way to heat the house was to leave the stove on. So and I was just like, okay, I didn't know all that, and that's all great to know, but damn, like the problem with this movie is it's all about Bruce's internalized depression and he doesn't know how to deal with it. And I'm just like, that could be interesting, but the way you guys executed it is just not.
It's a music biopic, man. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's like it's like you said, it's going to be nominated for a whole bunch of shit. White people are going to love it. But
yeah, man, because I was talking to a lot of people afterwards, and they were just like, yeah, nah. I was like, damn. One of the groups I'm part of, this is the same group. They loved The Complete Unknown last year. And for all of them to be like, yeah, nah. I'm like, wow, okay. All right. Shout out to Scott Cooper, man. You still have yet to make a movie I like. And honestly, this is probably, in my eyes, his best movie. So what does that say? Because
I mean, look, I like Into the Furnace.
You and Wendy told me that yesterday. She's like, yeah, I like Out of the Furnace, but even that is lacking.
Oh yeah. It's not like it's a deliberate movie, but it's narratively it's a mess.
Yeah, somebody else told me that like their favorite movie by him is Out of the Furnace, but she only liked it because of Casey Affleck's performance, and that's it.
Okay, that's fair.
I was just like, Jesus Christ, man, that. I love how people even love one movie by him, and it comes with an asterisk and
Yeah, I mean, like the in Scott Cooper films, the acting's never the problem.
It's everything else.
Right. Yeah.
Yo, man, remember how good the trailer was for Black Mass and how hyped we were to see it? And then you see the movie, you're just like, wow, this was a wet fart.
Yeah. Like, and the only reason I watched Black Mass for a second time is because my dude, that fight that happens in the beginning of the movie.
Right.
Right. My dude was one of the dudes who beats up fuck, I can't think of his name now. What the fuck is his
Johnny
name?
Depp?
No, not Johnny Depp. Fucking Meth Damon.
Okay. Yeah. Jesse Plemons.
Yeah, Jesse Plemons. Yeah, like my dude is one of the dudes who beats him up because he's a stuntman. But that's the only reason I watched that more than once. Just as like support my dude.
All right, well, let's move on because we definitely got to move on. Let's get into a House of Dynamite. Look, Jeff, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Be prepared to be fucking disappointed.
Okay, cool.
I thought this was a solid thriller until the very end of the movie. Because I remember, like, people were raving about it when it first premiered. And then ever since it premiered, everybody else who's seen it was just like, nope, fuck no, no. And now I see why. Because the whole time watching, I'm like, this is a pretty decent Rashomon type thriller where we see a situation from different points of view and we catch up. And then the movie just fucking stops.
Like, it's about a nuclear launch, right?
Yeah, it's about a nuclear launch that's about to hit Chicago.
Okay.
And the movie has no fucking ending, no resolution. Like, there's still so much story left, and it just stops because clearly the writer wrote himself into a corner and didn't know how to continue this fucking story.
So we're just like, oh, then the missile hit.
I don't think we need this type of movie right now. I'll be real with you. This is basically 24 the movie. And we definitely don't need it right now just because the wrong people are going to watch this motherfucker and get the wrong ideas.
Just like I started rereading Nuclear War Scenario, and I'm glad Denis holding off on making that for a while. Because it's
Precarious
because
times.
What?
Precarious times.
It's precarious times. And I think everybody should read this book, but I don't think I don't need to see that right now.
I want to read part of Jordan Seale's review. She wrote, "This film is a great example of how we as a country are deluded into believing that we're the center of the universe. We are the only people with families. We are the only people who drink coffee and breathe air and have emotions. Just us and no one else. It's fucking ridiculous." I agree with her. David Ehrlich, I want to read part of his review. "Well, it's a good thing our government is super competent right now because otherwise we might be in trouble." So think about that. This is not something that wrong time for this movie. Seriously, wrong fucking time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna watch it just because they filmed parts of it like literally around the corner from my house.
It's like, yo, I enjoyed it until it got to the end of the movie, and I was just like, and I was talking about this with Wendy afterwards. She's like, because she asked me, she's like, "What'd you think?" And I was just like, what an anticlimactic ending. And that's when we started going in. She's like, "Yeah, I really liked it until that fucking," she's like, "I can't believe they thought they could get away with that ending." I'm like, yeah, it just fucking stops. It's so anticlimactic. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the fuck? And now that I think about it, I'm just like, yeah, man, like, why now? Like, Catherine, you haven't made a movie in 8 years. Why this right fucking now?
Because they wrote and made this before Tangerine Tyrant won.
I would not put this out right now. Like, Jesus Christ. Also, Volker scored this movie, and it sounds like he used the leftovers from his Conclave score. Yeah, there's parts of it where I was like, dog, this is just a shittier version of his Conclave score.
So, cool.
Mo Shafiq, who runs Mutant. He used to run Mondo, now he runs Mutant.
Right.
His review: "Cut in the first half of this movie in the place of the first act of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, and you have the best picture of the year. Separately, both of these movies are unbalanced."
Okay. I kind of fuck with that. So now I gotta
House of Dynamite. Comes out in theaters October 10th, and it hits Netflix. Let me check when it hits Netflix.
I think like 2 weeks after, I think.
Yeah, something like that. It's called House of Dynamite because, you know, ever since the Cold War, we've built a house of dynamite. The walls are stuffed with dynamite because this shit can blow up any second.
Right.
All-star cast. Like, the cast is like top to bottom stacked. So yeah, in theaters October 10th, on Netflix October 24th. And honestly,
I mean,
I was so mad that this was going straight to Netflix because the sound design was so good. And then once the movie was over, I was like, yeah.
Like, I was going to try to see it in theaters, but like now that you told me about that, I was like, I'll wait.
Listen, I am doing literally all the heavy lifting for both of us because, again, it's award season. I'm seeing another awards movie tomorrow, which we'll get into next week, and it's just like award season so far this year is just like
cool. I don't tell you.
Fuck. All right. So before we get into, I got two more. And before we get into one battle, I want to real quickly run through Anemone, which is Daniel Day-Lewis's big screen return, directed by his son, Ronan Day-Lewis, co-written by Ronan and Daniel. And this
Right.
movie seemed like they made it to work out their fucking shit together. Because this is a father who abandoned his family, and Sean Bean is his brother, and he goes into the wilderness to get his brother back.
Right.
This movie is 2 hours and 5 minutes, and holy fuck did it feel like 4 hours. It is so fucking boring. By the way, everything under the sun has happened to Daniel Day-Lewis's character. Like, if you can name it, it happened to
Right.
him. Like, priest. And that's all I'll say about that. A priest. He was part of the IRA because this takes place in Ireland. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm.
Broken childhood. You know what I'm saying? So it cuts back and forth between Sean Bean and Daniel Day, because Sean Bean, he lives with Samantha Morton and his son, and he's raising his brother's son and just trying to be there for his brother's lover, played by Samantha Morton. And shit gets so bad that he has to go to the woods and find him and get him. So it cuts back and forth between Samantha Morton dealing with their angry kid and telling him why he's not there, and Sean Bean trying to get him back to his family. And I'm just like, this is boring. This is arty for no reason. I hate it. I wish fucking Daniel Day-Lewis would just go to fucking therapy. Great looking movie. I love
Right.
the proto-punk score. But damn, this movie fucking blows. And I thought I was going to be the only one. I thought I was going to be and then the review embargo dropped Sunday, and I saw that critics are split. So 17 reviews, it has 67% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I was like, thank God it's not just me.
Okay.
This movie's
All right.
fucking boring. I'd never want to watch it again. You know it's bad when a security guard came up to me and he was just like, what the fuck was that movie? And I'm like, good question.
All right. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, Anemone. Anemone, by the way, name of a flower that does pop up in the movie.
Sure. Cool. It's yeah.
Yeah. It is a fucking wet fart, man. Like Daniel Day, man, you came out of retirement, and this is clearly made for you and your son to work out your shit together. Because
Well, hopefully they worked it out.
I did not like. Just before we move on, let's see what our fellow critics. Yeah, The Guardian, one of the top fucking publications in the UK. The Guardian, highly regarded outlet. 2 out of 5 stars. Their headline: Daniel Day-Lewis returns for a bleak and painfully serious misfire. Anemone
Yeah. I don't.
opens this weekend.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip it. I think it'll be fine.
Anemone opens this weekend in theaters.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It has since fell to 61% now on Rotten Tomatoes.
I think it's gonna keep falling. It's like the stock market.
Has 51% on Metacritic.
All right. So I mean, look, it's like you said, it's down the middle.
Never again. Never again. Never again. All right, let's move into the final review I'm going to do before we get into one battle, which is If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Okay.
Rose Byrne is basically a struggling single mother because her husband is off working overseas. Her apartment literally floods and breaks down and comes flooding out. And so they're flooded out of their apartment, and they have to live in this motel, and her life just spirals out of control because she has to deal with, she's a therapist, so she has to deal with her patient shit. She also has to deal with her fucking kid because her kid is sick. She also has to deal with people at the motel, which includes this goth receptionist in ASAP Rocky, because ASAP is her next door neighbor.
Okay.
Conan O'Brien plays her therapist, and damn, I felt bad for Conan O'Brien. I'm like, yeah, like Jesus Christ. It's a lot. What I love about this movie is you never see the husband until the very last scene of the movie, and the husband's played by a famous actor. I didn't even realize that was his voice.
Right.
Until he came on, and then you don't see the daughter until the very last scene of the movie. She's always off screen.
Okay.
The
That's
sound
an
mix,
interesting choice.
the sound mix for this shit, I was just like, this movie is super indie, and you could tell they had no money. How the fuck were they able to do this? The sound mix is insane. Like, it is insane. It puts you in the headspace of this woman who's slowly fucking losing it.
I mean, so is it a drama or is it like a dark comedy? Like,
It's a dark comedy because, like, the audience was packed last night, and we were all sitting there laughing at parts of this. But also, there's parts of it where you're going to be sitting in complete silence. Danny was there. Shout out to Danny. That was unexpected. See him walk in. He's just like, bro, somebody saw this last week, and they told me it's uncut gem for moms. And I was like, that is a accurate description walking out of this. It is uncut gems for moms. I'm not surprised because this is written and directed by Mary Bronstein. She is the wife of filmmaker Ronald Bronstein. Ronald Bronstein works with the Safdies.
Gotcha.
And he did co-write Uncut Gems, but he works with the Safdies a lot.
Oh. All right. So, yeah, like, birds of a feather.
Yeah. So, like, this is, I walked out of this motherfucker and I was like, I got to go hug my mom. This is a fantastic movie. I was like, thank God I saw a good movie yesterday because I was going to lose it if I sat through 3 fucking movies and they all were fucking middling. But yeah, this is 113 minutes with credits. I really did enjoy it. Like, this is I can't, this might go up in my ranking, but as of right now, this is pretty good. And I have a feeling it probably will go up. I really did like this movie. Rose Byrne is giving the performance of a lifetime because you're watching a woman who is running on alcohol and insomnia and just slowly losing it as everybody is just not helping out her situation. But also, I'm like, you're not doing yourself any favors, woman.
Right.
Because some of it, I'm like, now you're fucking up.
Yeah. So when's it hit?
I'm trying. Yeah. Okay. So it's going wide. I thought it was getting a limited release and then going wide, but no, it's wide release October 10th. All right.
Look,
Yeah. This is.
I'll give it a look. I'll give it a check.
Yeah. It is. I fuck with this movie. It is. If you told me like the Safdies made this, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is a Safdie
100%.
movie. Like,
Okay.
this is a Safdie movie. Speaking of the Safdies, real quickly, I'll get into the Smashing Machine. Not as good as I thought it'd be, but it's still good. It's for coming from Benny, it's very conventional, surprisingly. Very
I mean,
conventional.
it was a biopic. You could only do so much, right?
Yeah. But that's crazy that we're saying that when Oppenheimer came out 2 years ago, and that is one of the most unconventional biopics ever made.
Yeah, but like 2 different levels of filmmaker, but also like 2 different sensibilities. The Softies have never really made a conventional movie, so I think they needed to get that out of there.
Look, this movie, it's good. It's not great. I thought this was going to be great. It's good.
Like the trailer to me looked like it looks fine.
Like Dwayne, the actor, has finally arrived. Dwayne Johnson. He's not The Rock in my eyes anymore. Like, watching this movie, I'm like, oh, you are Dwayne Johnson. Like, you fully inhabited this role. It's amazing. Emily Blunt, their chemistry, I'm glad they've worked together because this requires a lot of trust between actors for what they're doing in this movie, because I thought it was just Dwayne who was going to be unhinged. And I'm like, oh no, she is just as equally as unhinged as he is. And that the fact this is based on a true story and they really went through this, I was like, ooh, you guys should have never been together, ever.
We've been saying this for years. I couldn't wait for The Rock to start being an actor because I knew he had it in him, right? I needed him to start keeping up with fucking Batista and to a lesser extent, John Cena. You know,
I'm gonna let y'all know now. This is a very painful watch. Shoots up a lot of fucking opioids. He quits and goes to rehab. But when when his trainer gets injured, he finds some opioids around, some leftover, and shoots him up. And he's just like, oh wow, holy shit, whoa. And he just looks at him. He's like, I see why you're always sweating so much. Jesus Christ. Yeah. The whole movie is shot on 16 millimeter film, but this was a one-time only IMAX release that I went to. It took up we saw it on the 8-story IMAX. It took up the whole screen for 190. So it's 190 the whole movie, and then the very last scene of the movie, because production photos came out of Benny holding an IMAX camera, and he was shooting himself on IMAX and it was in a grocery store, and I'm like, the fuck? Well, that grocery store is the last scene of the movie with the real Mark Kerr, and that last scene of the movie is in full IMAX, and I'm like, damn, so people are not gonna see this full IMAX aspect ratio at all unless you went to that screening, and that was it.
I mean, that's interesting. That's an interesting choice.
And you could tell it's IMAX because it's all grainy, grungy 16 millimeter. And then it cuts to like the most crystal clear, high resolution picture you could possibly get.
All right, let's see. Like it's still softies, still the softies.
I mean, I have a feeling Benny's love of IMAX came from working with Nolan because he was in Oppenheimer and he's in The Odyssey apparently.
So.
I mean, I remember watching the behind the scenes of Oppenheimer, and they asked Benny, they're like, how was it shooting in IMAX? He's like, it was hard to work because they'd be like rolling and the IMAX camera would start up and it'd sound like a tractor. And I'd look at Chris like, Chris, what the fuck? And Chris would just be like, keep going. He's like, I thought the camera was going to blow up, but eventually you just get used to it.
Right.
So,
so Smash Machine, like that comes out this week or next week?
Yeah, it comes out this week. Week. It's not. Listen, we'll see how it does. But you're gonna see it. You're gonna be like, oh, that was good, and then move on.
Yeah, like it's like the trailer said. Like to me, it was like this looks fine.
Yeah, so
like I'm here for the performances.
Right. One battle after another. I've seen this now 3 times. I've seen it twice in VistaVision. For those of you listening, go see it in VistaVision before you can't, because that shit is really experience, and it's cool hearing the projector start up. That shit sounds like shit is loud as fuck. Apparently the VistaVision projectors are ran by Warner Brothers. Like all the theaters are complaining, like, whenever the VistaVision projectors break down, and it hasn't happened in either of the 2 screenings I went to, when they break down, people get mad and rightfully demand refunds, and they have to explain to people, yeah, Warner Brothers is in the booth. Like nobody who works at the theater is allowed in the booth. It's just Warner Brothers people. So Warner Brothers technician and a Warner Brothers projectionist is up in the booth.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, Warner Brothers owns 4 there's 5 VistaVision projectors. One on the Warner Brothers lot, one at the Vista, one in New York in Union Square, one in Boston, and then there's one in London. And all 4 are owned, except for the one in Boston, because the one in Boston is owned by the Film Academy. The Film Academy owns that, and they lent that to Boston, and the other 4 are owned by Warner Brothers. They bought them. And Giovanni Ribisi has a special thanks in the credits because he personally restored all these projectors.
Huh. Fucking the more I learn about Giovanni Ribisi, the more I fucking fuck with him.
Yeah. But I think that's also crazy that a studio owns the projectors of a dead format.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised they just don't buy the rights to the name VistaVision.
Well, that was a Paramount. VistaVision was a Paramount technology. If you didn't know that,
So I'm surprised, that Warner Brothers if they haven't already, they're probably in the making of probably buying the rights to just say VistaVision, just so they can have another monopoly on some shit.
We'll see. We'll see. So, I mean, good news is all the money came from premium formats. So everybody ran out to see this in VistaVision, 70 millimeter IMAX, 70 millimeter 4DX, or regular IMAX or Dolby. Like it's been making all of its money in premium formats. So that's good.
Yeah, because it's a big fucking movie. I actually can't wait to see it in 4DX, and I'm going to try to see it in VistaVision if I can get tickets. But without hyperbole, I am going to say this is, if not my favorite movie of the year, top 4.
It's my second favorite. Like I still love Sinners much more than this. But this is number 2 is not bad to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a lot going on in this film subtextually, and I appreciate what he's doing here. I know a lot of black people don't fuck with it because they don't like the portrayal of black women in this, which I get, but also like I feel like it's very respectful of black women.
Right. I mean, honestly, the black women are the strongest characters in the film.
Oh yeah.
Right. So
Like,
I don't know why they won't.
Perfidia Beverly Hills. Like, we're just gonna go in and talk about the movie now. Like, Perfidia Beverly Hills, she left because, you know, she it was the postpartum depression. Like, people just thought she abandoned her family. I'm like, yo, she had postpartum depression, bro.
I mean, like postpartum depression, and or it's some people are just addicted
to the thrill,
to excitement.
Yeah. She was addicted to the thrill.
Right. So like that's as much like a black woman as a white woman, any like race. It has nothing to do with it. It's that personality type. And she says it in one of her monologues that she was jealous of her own kid.
Yep. So
right? But that's real. That's real as fuck.
That's the shit from Precious.
Right. I mean, that shit is real as fuck. So I mean, if you feel some kind of way about it, then it might have hit a little too close to home.
So basically, the story of this movie is a former revolutionary lives as a paranoid stoner with his 16-year-old daughter, and suddenly his fears are realized when an old enemy turns up, and him and his daughter have to go on the run, and he has to save his daughter from this dictatorish general. Because like this movie's crazy because like they fucking straight up invent means to do what they need to do. Like they're like, oh yeah, we'll just create a fucking riot and back and cross, and so that way we can invade it and do what I need to do, which is find my daughter. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. And even the riot starts because they fucking infiltrate the people protesting. He's like, all right, send in Van Halen. So you got one of the soldiers dressed as a protester who throws a Molotov cocktail, which gives them the green light to shoot off tear gas. And I'm like, God damn, if this is not happening right fucking now.
Right. It's like, you know, was it panic actors, fake actors? I mean, all that shit is real.
Yeah.
I mean, and to give, like, you don't want to give away too much of the story because a lot of this is in discovery. I want to talk about, honestly, the way PTA shot this.
Why is that?
A lot of it's in close-ups. Like if you go from like you look at the conversations, very minimal medium shots, close-ups. And like that's the first thing I notice is like, Jesus Christ, we are right in their faces. But another part of using those close-ups or those long lenses is that end chase scene on the highway.
Oh yeah,
right?
That was a happy accident, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, they knew they wanted to end the movie on a car chase, but they didn't know specifically. And they were location scouting, and they started driving on that road. And PTA's like, "Hey, I think we found the climax of the movie is on this road." Right. So they shut that road down.
Yeah, but like the fact that they use such long lenses to shoot that, you can't see over the hills, right? So it's that added extra bit of anxiety.
Well, PTA
right?
said that's how he wanted it to be shot because that's how it is driving on that road is like, oh, you don't know if you're gonna crash into something or not because that's how it is. You just go up and down. And people
Right,
who live in
right. And
California even said a lot of the roads are fucking like that.
yeah, and I've never seen that used as effectively on film. So it, the use of camera here is fucking stunning.
Yeah, the
On a,
VistaVision it has produced. I'm gonna be real with you because now I've seen this on VistaVision twice, so I've seen it how the format it was shot in and photo. By the way, if you see this on film, just know it's gonna look immaculate because this is a photochemical finish. Unlike Sinners, which went through a digital intermediate, PTA did the same process as Nolan, which is shoot on film, edit on film, do a photochemical process because photochemical gives you the best image when you shoot on film, and you can tell because those colors projected on VistaVision were fucking immaculate. I've never seen colors like that before. I've never seen a film projected on VistaVision before. Like I've seen a film, me and you, we see everybody you've seen the Brutalist. Like Brutalist was shot on VistaVision, but that was a 70 millimeter blow up. This
right.
is like the format. Like it is shot, produced, and projected on the format. And I've never seen colors like that. I'm like, God damn. Like I thought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because I remember going with you to see the 35 print for that. And the colors, it was a beautiful print. The colors were amazing. And then we went to go see it in DCP and it looked just dull and washed out. I was like, this is fucking shit.
Right.
Yeah, I've never seen high quality like that on film before other than IMAX.
Yeah. Like this hits on all levels. Like even though it's long, it's propulsive, right? Like it very rarely stops moving.
Yeah.
The acting across the board. You've never seen Leonardo DiCaprio like this,
Yeah, I
right?
think it's his best performance, quite frankly.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a lot of people's best performances, right?
Yo, because Benicio, this is my favorite Benicio performance.
Right? Like the fact that this is not making more money is actually heartbreaking to me because as soon as the movie was over, I wanted to see it again. That's how good a movie it is.
Well,
Right?
the good news is it has an A cinema score, has 96% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and on Letterboxd has one of the highest ratings on Letterboxd, which is a 4.5. You know how hard that is?
Yeah, it's killing. I just need more arteurs to be able to like play around like this.
Yeah, man, I want you guys to go see this just so we can tell our corporate overlords we want more of this and less of the garbage that we've been getting.
Right. I mean, because like honestly, it's not even an action movie, but it's the best action movie of the year, right? But it's not even an action movie.
And it
right?
constantly makes me laugh. Like after the third time seeing it with my brother, I was like, damn, I'm ghetto Pat. Like I'm ghetto Pat down to a T, bro. Like I'd be in the same situation where he'd be like, all right, so what time is it? And I'd do the same thing. Like, I don't know, fucker. Like, God damn, it was 16 years ago. Like, fucking cut me some slack.
It's like being on customer service, right? Like this is hilarious because it's based in honesty, right? It's based in real shit. It's just kind of heightened. Like we've all had those calls with customer service. It's like, motherfucker, it's me. Right? Who else is trying to pretend to be me?
I love how he's processing shit where he's like, don't freak out, Bob, don't freak out. And then he takes the long drag off his joint.
Yeah. It's like, that's not going to help, Bob. That's not going to help.
He's like, Sensei, I need a gun. All you got is fucking nunchucks, man. And the cars drive by and you just see him hit the deck and start crawling. And fucking Sensei standing is just sitting there like, the fuck is going on? I love how that nigga's running a whole underground railroad.
Underground, like fucking, what they call it? The fucking Mexican Rosa Parks or some shit like that?
No, the Mexican Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, Mexican Harriet Tubman. Like, it is funny.
Yo.
It is hilarious across the board. And honestly, besides besides Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn, it's a people of color movie, right?
The cum demon, the semen demon. I was reverse raped. You were reverse. I love how Tony Goldwyn is just popping up in these roles as scumbags. Right. I was just like, damn, bro. Like, I get it. You were in Scandal and you were killing it in Scandal as a scumbag president sleeping with Kerry Washington. And now he's popped up in Oppenheimer as a scumbag. He pops up in this as a scumbag. I love how confused he is. He's like, reverse rape?
It's like the fucking secret organizations.
Oh,
like
Christmas,
the Christmas Time Adventure Club.
Yeah, the Christmas Adventurers. Hail Saint Nick.
Right, like it's
because that's how fucking ridiculous.
Because,
it's funny because that's how fucking ridiculous shit is in real life right now.
Right, like we're right on the we're right there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I love the dance that Benicio does when he gets pulled over. Where he's like, they're like, all right, back up. And he starts dancing back to him. And they're like, sir, have you been drinking? He's like, a few. And they're like, a few what? Yeah. He's like, a few small beers. The way he delivers that line, a few small beers. Like, it is perfect. I love the fact, I can't stop laughing too, where he helps him break out of prison and break out of the hospital, where he's driving and he's like, Sensei, I guess it's the end of the line. He's like, not for you, he isn't. And Leo looks at him like, what? And he has this shit-eating grin on his face. He's like, you got to jump out the window. Have no fear. Like Tom Cruise. Also, I started laughing where he's like, here, put these in your backpack. And it's all the empty beer.
Right. That's some real shit, right?
Like this nigga's like, Sensei, I've been getting high. I've been abusing drugs. I've been drinking alcohol. And what does Sensei do? Immediately starts giving him Modelo.
Right. And it was funny because I had snuck a Modelo into my screening. So I'm drinking Modelos along with him. I was like, this movie sees me. This fucking movie sees me.
This motherfucker straight up's like, I've been abusing drugs. I've been drinking alcohol. And as soon as he says that, he runs over to him and hands him 2 Modelos.
Yeah. Honestly, this is PTA's most accessible movie.
Yeah, but it's still a Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Right. It's still a Paul Thomas Anderson film, but it's his most fun, right? Like this, I love Boogie Nights, but this might be my favorite PTA film.
It's my second favorite because to me, There Will Be Blood is just like from top to bottom a masterpiece. Like I felt like fucking PTA reached into the grave of Kubrick and like got possessed by Kubrick and made that fucking movie.
Fair. This movie reminds me, like, gave me the same feeling that I got when we watched The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like you, just like Scorsese directed that movie like a man half his age, PTA made this movie like a dude who had nothing to prove to the world, but was still like walked out, dick out. Was like, I'm going to show you what I can do, though.
Well, he's been wanting to make this for 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm glad it came out when it did. I think he needed to be seasoned a little bit before he jumped into this, but it is a masterwork. So like all the hyperbole people, like everything that people are saying, this is true for this movie.
Yo,
right? Like it's no hyperbole.
So both times when I saw it in VistaVision, when Bob joins the chase at the end, I've never heard our audience react like that, where they start going, yeah, and start clapping. I'm like, God damn, all right. Fun fact, Jeff, did you know Paul Thomas Anderson is pissed at Tom Cruise?
For what?
He's pissed that Tom never asked him to direct a Mission Impossible.
I wouldn't want to see a PTA Mission Impossible. Though.
I would. Yo, listen, I think that series kind of went off the rails when Macquarie was where Tom was just like, yeah, Chris, just do whatever you want. And I was like, okay. Because his first one was good, but it could have been better. Then he did better. And then the next 2, he did much, much worse. Like both of them fucking shit suck. It killed the franchise. Let's just be real. Like, yo, the Reckonings have killed that franchise.
Yeah, 100%. And I respect PTA as an artist so much that I wouldn't want him to have to to deal with that bullshit because with Magnolia, that was Tom Cruise was in a Paul Thomas Anderson film, right?
Right.
With Mission Impossible, it would have been Paul Thomas Anderson directing a Tom Cruise film, right?
Well,
And it's I'd rather I'd rather him do lower budgets,
I
right?
mean, this is
And
not
do
a
what
low
he needs
budget,
to,
my nigga.
but you know what I'm saying, compared to a Mission Impossible film, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather have him do shit like this than try to navigate working with megastar Tom Cruise in Tom Cruise's tentpole franchise.
Look, I think he could have made a fucking dope ass mission. I just wish it happened. Like I get why he's mad. Also, I rewatched Magnolia before I saw this for a second time in VistaVision, and I still don't fuck with that movie.
It's fine. It's I know it gets a lot of hate. It's absolutely just fine.
Yeah, I don't fuck it.
Right?
It's like that and The Master. I just can't fuck with, man.
Yeah, I mean they're there.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody said it best. They're like, yo, it wasn't until this movie, they're like, I really miss cocaine Paul Thomas Anderson with the cameras that keep flying, the fast cuts and the edits. And it wasn't until this movie where I was like, oh, okay, now I do prefer weed Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, but I don't want to give too much away because I really want people to discover this film. And even though the reveal wasn't much of a fucking reveal, we could kind of see that.
Yeah. I mean, it's disgusting what Sean Penn's character does, forces Tiana Taylor to do, but also she had a choice. She didn't have to go to the motel.
Right, but here's the thing. She did it to him first, right? It was sort of like this weird psychosexual power dynamic thing, and they were both getting off on it.
Yeah, I mean, she never wanted to fuck him, but she was fucking with him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it, but also I think she kind of because of that thrill-seeking thing.
Yeah,
I think she got a charge out of the fucking the enemy.
I sat through a Q&A and it was completely one-sided.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I do like that at the end, every time I've seen this movie, when the letter's being read, I hear people fucking sniffling and crying. I was like, damn. All right. This fucking shit's getting people.
Yeah, it hits. I don't think there's a wasted moment in this film.
I mean, the car chase after the bank robbery at the beginning, that's one of the craziest car chases I've ever seen. And it's not even that long of a chase, but it is fucking insane. I was just like, Jesus Christ. Like, you can feel every turn.
The use of top-down photography in a car chase. It's like, why has no one ever thought to fucking Grand Theft Auto 1 a car chase in a movie before?
It was fucking I may be Bob, but my favorite character is definitely Sensei.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, Sensei is the best character in the movie, in my opinion. My only complaint is I wish Regina Hall was in this more.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. It's a small complaint.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. I'll give you that. That's the only thing that was like, all right, yeah, she should have been in the film more, but when she's in it, she's fucking impactful.
Yep. I'm excited to see this in IMAX 70. I want to see how it looks on that giant ass 8-story screen. Because seeing it in VistaVision, I just realized I think that's my preferred aspect ratio. Because when you see it in VistaVision at Union Square, the RPX we're always on, where every press screening is.
Mhm.
It's on that screen, and they properly masked it. So there's curtains to properly project the aspect ratio. So that
Okay.
screen, it's a big screen. That RPX screen's big, not for nothing. And
Right.
watching it there,
Mhm.
I was just like, oh, I just prefer this square aspect ratio on a huge screen. That's why I was just like, yeah, VistaVision and IMAX, because I just prefer the overwhelming giant square aspect ratio. Because
Yeah.
VistaVision is 150 to 1.
Mhm.
And IMAX
Yeah.
is
I mean,
143 to 1.
so I'm hoping to see this in RPX 70.
You mean VistaVision?
I mean, it's a VistaVision.
You could
But
probably
like,
get a
I want to
ticket
see it.
for Tuesday before Roof.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what I can do about that. But I'm also gonna see it's in playing in 40x too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see how 40x plays. That might be
I
interesting.
I'm not interested. I'm not interested in 40X at all. The only other formats I'm interested in, and if I really love the movie more, I probably would do it,
Mhm.
but I just don't wanna burn myself out on this movie either, because 'cause I'm just gonna see it one
Right.
last time in IMAX 70. I would
Mhm.
like to see it in Dolby just to see how the sound is, and I would
Right.
like to see it in a regular 70 just to see how a regular 70 millimeter print looks. But I will take IMAX 70. Like I'm lucky enough
Yeah.
to have seen it on film already. Like, I'm not gonna complain. Especially
Right.
VistaVision, like one of 4 places in the world showing it.
So, I mean, look, uh, everybody go out and see this fucking movie. Buy a ticket. Don't street. Like, don't. I know you can pirate it, right? But fucking pirate something that's going to be on Amazon, right? Pirate something that's like a franchise film where they're throwing millions of dollars after it to in some like creative uh fucking drought, right? Like they're just throwing money at something to make a franchise film or like a fifth, whatever. Don't Yeah, if you want to pirate, fucking do that shit. But like for a movie like this that's special, go see it in the movie theater. Spend the fucking money.
Or Jeff, why don't you go see it after Tron?
But yeah, I can see it after Tron. I still haven't gotten my confirmation for that.
Oh, I have she sent me an email saying, "Oh, your RSVP has been sent." I was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, she said that, but it didn't say like you're confirmed. So I'm gonna wait
Uh
till tomorrow.
I'm going to I'm gonna do IMAX 70 after Roofman next Tuesday, and I will report back next episode. But yeah, look, this is going to be probably the front runner for award season because it seems like everybody really does love this movie, even though I really
Mhm.
do think Sinners should really be the front runner. But either way, uh go go see this. Like you're gonna want to be in the conversation about this. It is definitely worth seeing. Uh yeah, WB, they're gonna have to start putting some money away for their awards campaign because now they got this and
Sinners.
Sinners. Yeah, because I know everybody when Weapons came out, everybody's like, oh well, I guess their awards campaign is gonna be Sinners and Weapons, and I was just like, well, let's toss Weapons is good, not great.
Like it's
Sinners is great. One Battle is great. Those are great
right. Like
movies.
Weapons is for a horror movie. It's great,
Right,
right? Before
right.
like like for a movie, it's
It's
good.
good. Yeah.
It's good,
Yeah, it's good. Like,
right?
is it definitely in my favorite films of the year? Yes. So far, yes. But like,
Right.
uh, damn, yeah. Like, look, uh, I feel like this movie's bombed for my soul just because of everything that's going on right now, especially since uh Tangerine Tyrant is giving a speech right now, and I see clips of it all over social media, and it
Mhm.
is the
Mhm.
most incoherent shit I've ever witnessed from a person in power. And everybody's sharing clips. Like, what the fuck is he referring to? What is he talking about? The fact that he comes out, he's like, yeah, Canada wants in on this too. And I told Canada, well, why not just become the 51st state? And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Canada wants in on what? What are you talking about, my guy? Seriously, what are you saying? Like, this is like watching your grandfather go through the last stages of dementia before he dies.
Yeah, and here's the thing. They were all clowning Biden, right? Because he was like, oh, he's fucking too old, he's losing it and shit like that. But at least they kept him behind closed doors.
And you know what?
Right?
He would slip up, but at least we
Right.
all understood what he was trying to say and what he was talking about. I don't
Right.
even know what the fuck this nigga's talking about.
Yeah, and he's not evil. Biden's not evil. This motherfucker's evil.
In a couple of ways, because Anita Hill,
Look,
Gaza.
Look. There's wrong, and then there's evil. Right? Biden might have been wrong, but this motherfucker is evil.
Look, agree to disagree. I think that motherfucker's evil too. But not on a different level, though. I will say it is a totally different level. But yeah, this is topical. Like, this is very much on the pulse. It's funny because, like we said earlier, this was partially he finished this script around the time this happened before last time.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Brady Corbet finished the script for The Brutalist as a rebuttal for last time. And now that, and they're both rightfully pissed that, fuck, our movies are coming out when this shit is happening all over again, and it's much worse this time.
Mm-hmm. This is the satire I wanted from that other Leonardo DiCaprio film.
Oh, don't look up. Yeah. Fuck it.
This is the satire I wanted from that.
And it's just as long, and somehow this one feels shorter.
Oh yeah. This breezes by.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's propulsive.
Yeah, look, it's always moving forward. That's the thing. Always. Like, at least the scene that comes after builds on the scene that preceded it. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. I appreciate that there's actual characters in this shit. And I gave a fuck about the characters, you know what I mean? I understand under everybody's motivations, whether they were evil or not, you know what I mean? Like, even the Christmas Adventurers Club, I get those guys.
Right. It's like, look, you're trying to make America white again.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's how I like my racists. Out in the put it out on the sleeve.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Yeah, man. This is a very good movie. It's excellent. Please, if you can, see it on film. Like, there's plenty of places showing it on film. Like, if you live near a film print, don't matter if it's VistaVision 70 or IMAX 70, what have you. Go see it. And if not, go see it in a premium format while you still can.
Yeah, just go out and see it. That's all it is.
Yeah,
that's all. Yeah.
We very rarely get this from a fucking studio, and from the looks of it, if the Ellisons do manage to put their capital up, because from what I understand, Larry doesn't want to spend more money and doesn't have the cash to put up for Warner Brothers. It might not happen, and I'm like, good. But if he does buy Warner Brothers, movies like this and Sinners ain't gonna happen ever again.
Well, you'll never see this.
Yeah. Like, we're going to have a good portion of media ran by Trump-backed billionaires,
tech billionaires. Right?
Yeah.
So if you love movies, if you're listening to this show, you love movies, and if you love movies, go out and see this movie.
Well, David recently came out and said that he wants Paramount to put out 15 movies a year. And I was just like, so you want one studio to put out 15 movies a year and you want to buy another one? Shouldn't you worry about those 15? Like, yo, Warner Brothers is literally doing the best they can with how many movies they put out this year. They're the only studio this year to gross $4 billion because they've had hits.
Right.
So like, let's see,
Yeah.
Mickey 17, Sinners, Minecraft, Final Destination, F1, Weapons, this, and I'm pretty sure we're missing one or two more.
Right. But
So they had
like,
roughly like 9 movies this year. And you're trying to
we'll
tell
call
me
it 10 because there might be one we're forgetting.
well, this is their last film of the year. So
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So roughly 9 movies, give or take. And you're trying to tell me you want Paramount to put out 15 a year on top of trying to also buy another studio. And I'm like,
Right.
y'all motherfuckers keep putting the cart before the horse. That's why this shit keeps collapsing in on itself. Focus on what you have first. You know what I'm saying?
Good. I hope it. I hope his plans turn to ash in his mouth.
Yo, listen, we're seeing it happen with Disney. They bought Marvel, and now Marvel's starting to collapse. Star Wars is basically barely holding on. That's what we forgot to talk about in trailer talk, so I guess we could talk about it real quick. Mandalorian Grogu. That shit looks like a feature-length episode of the shit I already paid for.
Like I didn't see the trailer. I saw that it dropped. I've got no interest.
I was like somebody told me, they're like, why am I gonna pay to see something twice?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I paid
Right.
for Disney
Yeah.
Plus so I could watch this shit as a TV show.
Right. And it's only going to be available on Disney Plus when it eventually comes to streaming. So I'll wait.
Well, I mean, here's
Right.
the thing. Disney Plus, they've realized they spent too much money, so all their shows are now available to buy on 4K Blu-rays.
Mm. Yeah, because they they forgot that the product is joy, right, and wonder,
And good
That's what
storytelling.
that's
Because Andor.
and good storytelling, right? That's what they forgot their real product is, instead of
Bless you.
shit, instead of IP. Thank you.
Look, the fact that so many conservatives love Andor and love Star Wars, I'm like, y'all have completely missed the point here now. I would tell you this too. For those, I have Disney Plus, and for those of you listen, yeah, definitely buy your 4K Blu-rays, because who knows if this shit will still even exist. Like, yo, everything is a house of cards right now, and at this point in time, I would like a backup. Like, I would like to have, like, I know I'm gonna have Andor season 1 and 2 just in case shit disappears. I know I'm gonna have Miss Marvel just in case that shit disappears. Moon Knight just in case that shit disappears. Those are the
Because
only
you never
shows
know,
I'm
'cause
planning on buying. Oh yeah,
Because
Falcon
they
and
can
the Winter
take 'em-
Soldier.
They can take them when they want.
Yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier I'll buy, because to me that's the real Captain America 4.
Yeah.
So
So go out and see this movie.
yeah, man.
That's all I got.
Yeah, support this shit, because ain't shit coming out soon. I mean, yeah,
Right.
our next episode is going to be a big blockbuster, but also like at this point we all
Yes.
have our expectations for this are in the shitter.
Like my expectations were low to begin with, and the fact that like I haven't heard anything at all, and like the soundtrack is good,
Yeah, I like it.
but it didn't feel like Nine Inch Nails to me.
It did to me. It sounded, what I liked about it is it sounds like 9 Inch Nails, but it also, there's parts of it that pays homage to Wendy Carlos, where I was like, oh damn, this sounds like the original from Wendy Carlos.
Mhm.
And there's parts of it where it sounds like Daft Punk from Legacy, where I'm like, oh shit, all right.
I
I'm jealous of people who got to do the junket, because the junket, they got a whole swag bag.
yeah.
Because guess what?
Oh,
Guess what
well,
they
yeah.
got in the junket?
A vinyl press of the soundtrack.
Signed.
Get the fuck out! Oh, Jesus Christ! All right. They better start putting some respect on our names.
So with that said, like, yeah, one battle after another. Look, y'all got till next Thursday to see this motherfucker in IMAX, because it's losing Dolby this weekend due to Taylor Swift. And it's probably, I think it's losing 40x this week due to Taylor Swift too. So like y'all find a film print, find your nearest IMAX, and if not, just go to a regular theater. Just see this fucking movie.
Just see it.
Make sure it keeps making money. Like the fact that it only made $22 million this past weekend. Like I hope worldwide this could at least get to like 150. Like if it gets to 150 worldwide, I'd be like, all right, well, at least they got the budget back. And then I think this movie's going to be so good that they'll probably profit off of it in the years to come. You know what I'm saying? Like every time they do I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers is going to re-release this shit every so often. And you know how those re-releases go.
Once it gets nominated for all these awards, they'll put it back out, and they'll people will start seeing it then, because then the hype is like hype on hype.
Well, VistaVision weekdays is pretty empty, so you can go in and get a pretty good seat in VistaVision any day of the week. However, the IMAX 70 print, I've been looking at Lincoln Square. That shit is basically sold out till the end of the run. Same over in LA at Universal City Rock. That shit is basically sold out till the end of the run. Because I was gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I could squeeze in the IMAX 70 print before Frankenstein this Friday, and nope, because it's all sold out. So I just got to hold on to my ticket after Roofman. I was like, fuck, I can't even go to work after Roofman. I was like, shit. So, look, I'm begging you, go see this shit. Like, don't treat this shit like Sinners. It's special. Go see it. You know what I'm saying?
Go see it.
Yeah,
it's an important film.
Y'all motherfuckers went out and saw the fucking Conjuring. You know what I mean? There's no like Jesus Christ. All right.
Do the thing.
Yeah, man. So that is episode 181. We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, aka He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best. It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFire Exhale and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.